So how to help kids manage stress, anxiety, depression caused by peer group, academic performance, college admissions, etc. B is a bad grade. I see number of times that the child determines their worthiness based on grade. Is that good? If not, how do I stop it? So
Right. I think that's something that a lot of kids struggle with. I think one thing is the way we parent. I think our Indian community, especially, there's a lot of, it's very competitive. A lot of us are professionals. So it is very competitive. So I think there's a lot of emphasis on winning, and perfectionistic attitude is very, very much ingrained in our culture. So I think early on, if your child is getting a lot of positive attention and compliments because of accomplishing something or winning something, then they're going to identify themselves. Success is all about winning for them. Success is, I think if the emphasis is on the goal, on the price, then it takes away, when they don't win that prize, then they feel really, really bad about it. So I think it should start early on with the way that they're raised. So focusing on not winning, not focusing on the prize, but focusing on what's important to them, what gives them joy, what gives them, satisfaction, what gives them gratitude, so focusing on their values and what gives them joy rather than the price. And also, I think another thing I see is, of course, as parents, we want to protect our child. We don't want them to lose. We don't want to see them hurt. I think there's a lot of overcompensation that happens, especially in our Indian community. So parents, do that, and the child never loses. I've had kids that have never had, never lost or never had a B. So I think it's okay to let the child fail and lose, so that way they know how to deal with disappointment. So I think that's very, very important. Let them figure it out themselves. And again, validating their emotions, giving them a lot of compliments for, identifying something as their passion, putting in the effort, initiating things rather than just winning.
Yeah.
And, B is
very,
okay.
Very nicely put, right? I mean, basically, as a culture, we actually have to ask ourselves if we place a lot of emphasis on academic achievement, and we do. That is just so ingrained in us, right? We do place a lot of emphasis on academic achievement, and before you know it, we have created this child who realizes, okay, I have to bring home an A for me to be considered successful, for my parents to appreciate my efforts and everything, And expectation is not only to behave well, that is our first expectation, that they behave well. But the second thing is grades and be quote unquote be successful, right? But then studies have shown, right, that when parents place emphasis on academic achievement, their kids showed a lot more distress than parents
so it
who...
reflects, basically you're saying that the parents' anxiety reflects on the kids. So we just have to somewhat.
Yeah, so we are, we don't intend to cause distress.
Right.
We are only thinking about, oh my gosh, I want my child to do well. But before you know it, what has happened is the child is thinking like this. And then he feels, I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. But then parents, but that's why I like this question, actually. See, what I like about this question is this parent is already thinking, hey, what do I do? I didn't intend for this, but suddenly he's bringing home a B, and but that's a good time to watch ourselves and correct, right? And emphasize that we don't care about, we care more about their well-being than about achievement.
Yeah, in general, how he's
in
happy.
general. We constantly have to reassure and say it out loud, that, yes, grades are important, but I care more about your well-being.
Your well-being, yes.